Hello friends, and welcome back to the UBCO Student Life channel. I have a very exciting video today because I got to film and work with one of my really good friends, Sheela. Sheela is a master's student here at UBCO, and as someone who's in their last year of their undergraduate degree, I've really been thinking about what the next steps are for me. Like, am I gonna go to law school? Am I gonna do a master's? Am I gonna work? I don't know. So I thought it would be really fun but also informative to take a glimpse into Sheela's life as a master's student and film that so that it could be helpful for any other arts majors who are kind of in the same boat and maybe want to do a master's but aren't really sure how that looks like on a day-to-day basis. So that video is for you. So the video is divided into two parts. The first one, this is four, okay. So the video is divided into two parts. First part, I attend one of her classes with her and I kind of observe what's going on and kind of take you guys along with me. And the second part is a conversation, interview style situation with Sheela where I've just asked her a bunch of questions about different aspects of her educational life, her social life, and her work life as a master's student. So I hope you enjoy the video as much as I enjoyed making it, and yeah.
So this is Sheela's qualitative research class, the focus of which is to decolonize research, and one of the ways to do this is through community-based research. And so the task of the class today was to paint a mural of the earth, a collaborative mural whereby each person in the class paints what community is to them, and they put it all together at the end. And during class time, people sang different folk songs or lullabies that were from their home country or their background tradition, and I've included the clip of Sheela singing hers because she has a beautiful voice.
I'm here with my friend Sheela, who's obviously the person I'm doing this video on, and she and I go way back because we've been friends in high school, so it's so fun to film this with her. And we also have a lot of the same interests, which is perfect for me for this video because I get to learn so much from you, but I think also just for other arts majors in general who are like interested in poli-sci or in that field and aren't sure what the next steps are.
Yeah, for sure.
You can tell us maybe what your master's degree looks like, what it's on, and why you chose it, and particularly at UBCO.
Okay, so my master's degree is kind of like broken down into multiple things. So I'm in the interdisciplinary graduate studies, then I chose to do global studies, and then I chose to specialize in global politics. But my degree is a research degree, so at the end of the day, the 2 years I'm studying, I'm using it to focus on a very specific topic. So like all the 2 years are curated towards a specific thesis I want to do, and I'll be doing on African politics and decolonization. But because I did an interdisciplinary degree before, because I did PPP, I was like, I actually loved the idea of like blending in my subject instead of sticking to a very like rigid type of degree subject. So when I was looking at like the global studies program for UBC and I was just reading everything, I was like, this is perfect because I can still focus on the region I really want to, which is Africa, but I still get like the exposure of learning about the entire world and how that fits into what I'm doing. So
I feel like when we talked about it previously, you said you were super nitpicky when it came to like choosing campuses and like degrees.
Because again, for me, I knew I wanted to do a research degree, like that was for sure. But research means then like at the end of the day, you're gonna have to focus on a very specific topic and subject you want to do. And so I was like, I had to find a university I felt like could support that as best as possible. There's always like other factors, finances, like the location, etc. But for me, one of the main things that was like is this degree gonna make me happy? Is it worth doing this degree? And honestly, it's the best choice I made.
Oh, that's so good.
Mm-hmm.
That's so good. Yeah, that's such a hard or like a daunting decision to make.
Yeah.
Like from undergrad. But
It was kind of scary because I had applied to like schools in the UK,
Yeah.
the US, and here,
Yeah.
and you're like, and especially for me, because remember, I just finished my 4 years of undergrad
Yeah.
in UBC.
Yeah.
I was like, do I really want to stay another 2 years here in Kelowna?
Yeah.
But I was like, I have to like make the gamble because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, this degree has to mean something.
Yeah. It sounds like you also trusted yourself throughout the whole process, which seems to be really important. Or like followed what you, not to be corny, but like followed your heart. Like, you know, like,
Yeah, honestly, because
it was what you were passionate about.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It kind of guided you.
And again, what also did help was that my parents were very supportive.
Nice.
Very supportive of me going to school because I actually did first want to do a gap year.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that.
So I wanted to do a gap year. I was so certain. I said I'm gonna take a 1 year break and then come back for my master's. But now looking back, I'm like, it's a good thing I didn't because for me especially, I knew I had to get my master's because I want to be a professor, and already that means I'll have to get a PhD.
Yeah.
And so I was like, how much time can I really delay doing this things? And I figured for my master's, like I'm still in school mode. I'm like kind of on a roll, I've just finished one thesis, I can do another thesis. So I was just like, you know what, I'll just do it and finish this 2 years. And for sure then I'll take my break because also like I'll have way more academic experience, which means way more job opportunities. So I was like, weighing the benefits against the costs, I was like, it actually like benefits me a lot.
A lot of people don't go straight into their master's. And something else works for them where they want to work for a little bit first, or like they don't know what they want to do with their master's or anything. So I guess both paths are fine, would you say, as long as you feel like it's right for you?
Yes, because like I am the youngest usually in all of my classes. People took like 3-year breaks, 5-year breaks, 10-year breaks. Like people took a while before they ever came back and decided I'm gonna do my master's. And it actually, I'm glad because now that I'm doing my master's, I've started actually visualizing now what job I can like transfer what I'm doing. It's honestly, that's the thing. Like if you feel like you don't know what to do with this undergrad degree, sometimes just go to the master's.
And I wanted to talk a little bit about like master's life at UBCO because I know you have like a lot of master's student events. So tell me more about that. Like, how is it making friends, or how is all that process?
For me, it was a bit hard making friends because again, remember, I'm like usually the youngest in all of my classes. People have had full lives before they've come for their masters, so it was a bit hard for me to connect with people because I was so shy. I was just like, they're gonna think I'm just a child. What am I doing here? But the graduate events really help because like there's so many of them. That doesn't mean I attend all of them. Let me not lie. I don't attend, or I barely attend even half. But I try to attend at least a few because people will go for them. And I think what helped for me was that the same feeling I had is the same feeling many people were having, were just like, this is so new, this is so weird. All of us have different age gaps, different life experiences. So you just try to make do with like what you can. And I loved it. If I'm happy with the way they have so many events, also because they know that like with masters, your schedule can go from nothing to fully packed, nothing maybe fully packed. So then you're like, you just go for the ones that you can. I mean, honestly, everyone is so friendly. I feel like way more friendly than
undergrad.
Because think about it, people have come to school as a choice,
That's
undergrad, if we're very
Somewhat.
honest, like
Someone
it's
always
no longer a
choice.
choice.
Yeah.
Like undergrad
Today's
has
world,
no
yeah.
longer become a choice. You have to do it, and if you don't do your undergrad, you still have to do something to the equivalent of an undergrad. But with things like masters, PhD, like given the breaks people have taken, for you to come back, that was a very like deliberate choice.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I feel like when people are more like intentional in the choices they make, that's then even nicer.
Yeah.
Because they're like, what do I gain from being like mean or terrible or closed off? Because also our classes are small.
Yeah.
So the teachers have like kind of structured it, so it's not just like we're talking to the teacher, but we're talking to each other. And then that just also ends up like making people talk a bit more. So yeah, it's been really nice. Again, I feel like the way the teachers have been structuring it, at least my teachers, the way they've been structuring it, it does like allow people, they get the feeling of like, even I want to participate.
Yeah.
Participation now doesn't become mandatory.
Forced, right?
It's like we're all participating because we also do want to contribute. Yeah.
Nice. There's another aspect of master student life, which is the jobs that you get that come with being a master student, as I understand.
Yes. So when I got accepted, I was offered a TA job, a graduate teaching assistant job, but also a graduate research assistant job, which I'm so happy because I love it so much and I wanted to do research. So I mean, I think with almost all of us, we get the graduate teaching assistant jobs. The research assistant jobs, I feel, then are dependent on maybe what research you want to do, because then it will probably align to your supervisors or another professors, and that's how you get the job. If you come to a new country, you're gonna wanna like be able to pay bills, afford certain stuff. So the jobs really like help out, and campus jobs can be the best jobs on earth, just because they're like accommodating to the fact that you're a student. So it is a nice thing like they offer master students, because then like it does give them a leg up financially. But also it gives them experience with.
And you get to learn, like, I know you were also a TA in undergrad, but I guess you get more experience on the teaching side of things, since you do want to be a professor for first phase of your career.
Like for me, I still do first year like courses, but I love them because like that's like beginning courses. That's when you kind of for me it's like allow me to get a glimpse into like the minds of people as they're like in past year. It's helped me like understand more like if I want to be a professor, like how I'm gonna have to like adjust what I do.
Nice. And then your research assistant position, is it, if I remember correctly, is it on like Melbourne?
Yes. So it's with my supervisor, Dr. Laura Meek, who I love.
Shout out.
And she's doing medical anthropology, and she's focusing in Tanzania, which is perfect. But I wasn't doing like medical anthropology itself. I was still doing about decolonizing like structures that run our countries. And I was like, health is a very like important one, because a lot of times they think we're always behind on health matters or never have adequate. And I was like, it's actually been so nice because I've never been a science person. And I always worried like to enter that field, I'd have to be a science person. So it's kind of been fun just doing this work with her, because then I get to still like enter that branch of health, but with my art skills instead. So masters is fun if you want it to be.
If you want it to
it
be,
still is very stressful. Let me not lie and say every day. But I mean, I think it's more like the overall payoff. I think that's all I just keep thinking about. I'm like, is this worth all the suffering I am going through? And I'm like, lucky yes, which is also hard to admit, because then you're like, so I can't quit because it actually,
because I actually love it.
I think that's a painful part, when you realize you actually don't mind what
doing
you're doing,
and
you're like
such good wisdom from Sheela.
Alright, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and a special thank you to Sheela, who took the time to make this video with me. I'm very appreciative, so thank you. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. I know it certainly was for me. I feel like I got a lot of insights, and I hope you did too. So
we can all make more informed decisions, you know, moving forward about stuff that's gonna decide the rest of our lives. I'm just kidding. Not about the informed part, but the deciding the rest of our lives part. But no, anyways, thanks for watching, and see you in our next video. Bye!